Well, today's in this video, I'm going to be telling you what are the things you need to install on your computer to be able to follow along while learning React Native. And after then, I'm going to tell you what are the things you are supposed to know before watching this video, or what are the things you are supposed to learn before continuing with this course. And I'm going to tell you other things that are not fully needed, but if you have the knowledge, it will be beneficial. The first thing you are going to have installed is Node. I just type install Node on my browser, and then you can see it took me to their official website. I mean, the first link there is their official website, and all you need is to just click through and you can see the official website of Node. And then you can look through, you can just check through to see a lot of things you want. But for now, what I want to do is to confirm whether I have Node installed in my own computer before. Probably you might also have it installed, so you need to check whether you have Node installed on your computer. So let me clear this. Okay, the clear is not working. Let me type CLS and then we have it cleared. So the next thing I'm going to do is to do node dash version. Node dash version. As you can see, I have a version revealed in my own terminal, version 20.18.1. So that means I have Node installed already. So let me check another thing, which is going to be the npm version, npm dash version, and you can see I have the version of 10.9.1. Whenever you install Node, npm will be installed automatically. You don't even need to install it separately. So as far as Node is installed on your computer, you already have the npm installed too. Well, if you don't have it installed, probably maybe when you type node dash version, you are seeing a red writings or an error. So all you need to is to click that Windows installer that's there, MSI, and let me just approve this. My laptop is trying to stop it, and you can see I am already downloading Node on my computer. It's as easy as that, right? After downloading, you know what to do. We are going to just show you through how you are going to install it, but I'm not going to install it because I have it installed already and I don't want to upgrade now. Even though you can see that we have a different version of Node here, this is version 22, while my own is just version 20, but I'm not going to install it. All I need is to just guide through. This is it. When you double click on what you already downloaded, it will take you to this particular page, and in this particular page you can see you can just click on next, and you can just select I accept. I don't want to read. You can just do next. Keep clicking on next. Here too, you can just click on next. Automatically install. Check this box because it might want to install things that are necessary. And then the final stage where you need to click install and it will install on your computer. But I'm not going to click install here. You can click it to install it on your computer. There, the next thing I'm going to do is after the installation. Now let's assume I click on install and it has already installed on my computer, or let me say it has already installed on your computer. I want to check if it's installed correctly. All I need to do is type node dash version in my terminal. If you don't have terminal on your computer, that's a lie. You have terminal. Everybody have terminal. Just search for it inside your search bar. Under the search bar, if you are using Windows, search terminal or CMD and you are going to have it. So when you type node dash version, it's going to show you the version of Node you have. You can see this is the version you are going to see if you are installing it now. But if you are installing in the future, you are going to see a bigger version or higher version. So the next thing I'm going to install now is Expo CLI after installing Node. Trust me, this is not necessary, needed, but it's needed actually. It's not a must, but it's needed. So let's install Expo CLI by just clicking on the first link they have there, which is from the npm. And you can see the command you are going to copy. Just copy it one way or the other, and then open the terminal again. If you want to search for the terminal, just click on the search bar under your window and then search terminal. I have it here already, and then you can paste what you copy or type npm install expo.cli. It's not even much, and hit on enter. It will go ahead to install Expo CLI for you. I have it installed on my computer already, so trust me, I'm going to cancel this by doing Ctrl+C. I'm not going to allow it to fully install, so Ctrl+C, I terminate the installation. But for your own end, make sure it's finished doing all the necessary installation, and that's all you will need. The next thing I'm going to show you is what are the things you are supposed to know before continuing this React Native course, because trust me, these not courses that I will start from somebody from scratch. React Native is supposed to carry you along from somewhere, not from start. Somebody who have no knowledge on something from initially is not supposed to continue from here. Okay, trust me, you are supposed to know the basics of JavaScript. I won't say you should know everything in JavaScript because JavaScript is very, very wide, but I will tell you this for free. You need to know the basic of JavaScript. All you need to do is to pause this video if you don't know anything about JavaScript and go and find another tutorial, maybe beginners JavaScript or basic of JavaScript, and watch it and understand what the person is actually trying to teach you in there. That's all. You need the basic of JavaScript because we are basically going to be writing JavaScript code while building React Native application. Well, if you already know JavaScript, congratulations, you just have passed one step. So, but then most of the time, people learn HTML, CSS before JavaScript. So I'm assuming you need to know HTML and CSS too. Trust me, these are one of the easiest things to learn. You can even use one day to cover HTML, CSS while learning them. So if you don't know HTML, CSS before, all you need to do is to search for it, HTML, CSS tutorial for beginners, and watch the video from start to finish, and make sure you practice along to understand what they are teaching. You need HTML, CSS, and the basic of JavaScript to be able to understand what I'll be teaching you in the next few videos. So this is it. So now you can see we have three things. I call them triplets. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript are actually needed for you to learn React Native. If you don't know all these, you need to go and learn them before you continue. All you need to do is to pause this video and move on to learn them and come back to them later to continue this video. Well, these are the necessities, but these ones too are needed. The ones I'm going to be listing now are needed, but if you don't know them, trust me, I'm still going to carry you along learning them while in this video. That means if you don't know these things that I'm going to list now, don't worry, you are still going to understand the course despite the fact that you already know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So optionally, Tailwind CSS. You might have heard of Tailwind CSS before, or this is your first time. Think of it. Initially, people used to use Bootstrap to style website. It makes writing CSS less stressful, but now modern days developer use Tailwind. So you are supposed to know Tailwind, but if you don't know it, don't worry. You are going to understand how Tailwind works in this video. The next thing I'm going to list here is React. Actually, you really supposed to know React.js before learning React Native. You can see the name are matching, just native added. But then, if you don't know React.js and you want to learn React Native, don't worry. You are going to understand everything in this video. And by watching this video from start to finish, you are going to understand how React works partially, and then what are the things added to it to make it React Native. Well, Tailwind CSS, React, and TypeScript. I did not ask you to go and learn TypeScript before. I just asked you to learn JavaScript. So when you know how to write JavaScript code, trust me, understanding TypeScript is easy. So, and in this video, I'm going to just guide you through it. In fact, I will not lie to you. If you don't know how to write TypeScript or you understand JavaScript, there's a little bit difference between them, which you don't need to worry about. In fact, it's until I told you that yes, this is JavaScript or TypeScript before you know, because you won't actually figure it out yourself if you don't know it before. All right, these are the things you can see. We have the needed one, the most needed one, and then the less needed one. So HTML, CSS, JavaScript are very, very important, while Tailwind, CSS, React, and TypeScript are less needed. Yes, less needed doesn't mean you should not learn them. If you want to go and learn them before watching this video, you can pause and go and learn them too. But if you don't learn them too, you can still continue because you are definitely going to understand what I will be teaching you in the next few videos. Well, that's it. I believe you understand what I'm saying, and if you have any question, just drop it down in the comment section. I'm going to respond to all of you one by one. I'm going to respond, and if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel because I'm going to carry you along. So as you can see, React Native, we are learning what React Native. React there, and then they just added the native. Why? Because we are going to be building native mobile application. Well, both iOS and Android is supported. So don't worry, in this video, I'm going to carry you along building your first React Native mobile application, and in fact, sharing it to your friend and installing it on your mobile applications or mobile phone.